Or is Jordan like gets up in the morning, goes to school all day, and then like times he comes in from school, I'm absolutely knackered. I'll do the tea, put the babies to bed because they go to bed, and then me and him will have a couple of like 2 hours together before he goes to bed, and like we'll read his book and that. And then he'll get bored then and mess, so I just end up sending him to bed. But we don't really have time together. The babies and me have time all day. We only have like 2 hours. And then over the weekend he goes to his dad's. He goes to his dad's either on a Friday after school till a Saturday. And then like I always take him out or do something with him. But it's never me and him the way it was before I have the babies. Do you understand me?
And the most important part of the programme is one-to-one. When I say one-to-one, that is one particular parent to go and spend 15 minutes playing with their children. In parenting programmes, it's the one consistent part in all the programmes. It's about making a connection with an adult that's going to sustain them through into adulthood. To actually stop and spend 15 minutes doing something very child-focused, finding that time and actually just stopping for 15 minutes can be quite difficult sometimes. So we just coach them through that and we support them through that.
Jordan's one of these kids, if you let him get away with one thing, he'll get away with 12. He's easy led. Like if kids say do this, he'll do it. Or if like one of my mates come, he'll try and show off and dance and say he's a gangster and like little stuff like that. But he's not naughty. He wouldn't hit someone or call him something or be. You know what I mean? He would never ever do that.
When Joshua first started with his behaviour issues, I was advised to do a parenting course, which I did do, and it was using all the same techniques that I use now, the naughty step, confiscating toys, star charts, grounding. Not one thing worked with him. No shouting inside or outside, no swearing, including fathead, big head or fatty. No fighting, kicking or hitting of anyone. I thought it another way of trying to bring in control to Joshua's behaviour. That's for at the end of the day, when you come home. Feed the dog's done. We've already got a tick there. Yeah?
Oh, that's gone out. I think I will be good today.
No.
But I got 3 ticks.
Yeah, but listen to me. Do as you're asked straight away and listen is the ones that you got to improve on. Isn't it? Yeah? This is about the 10th reward chart as well that I've used. And it doesn't work. Joshua will tell you himself, he's not bothered.
Sometimes punch her, sometimes a slap her, sometimes a kick her.
So he's freaking out at the moment. He's becoming very distressed, very violent. Picking things up and throwing them across the room. Will you make a promise to me that you're going to stop? Right, you get a cross on your chart because you have not listened. It's getting worse. I want you to come here and listen to me. You have got a cross on your reward chart. It's all right hugging me. And just to see him the way he is breaking my heart. Well, have a good day. Yeah? We need to find a coping mechanism for us both just to handle everything.
I always thought I'd never be a good mum. And everyone would say, your children are always clean, your children are always fed, they're always happy. I'd love to be a hero and try and save someone's life, or try and save someone's house, or save someone's... just be a hero in some kinds of way. When I was a kid. But I never ever ended up doing that. I ended up being a hairdresser for 2 years. Then I've been a cleaner. And then once all my kids are in school full time, I want to get back to work and to be a cleaner again. I want to do something different that I've never had the guts to ever do before. I've always took the first option, what I've always thought I can do. But now since I've had my kids and I think these have brought me confidence up. They always say there's always something right around the corner, isn't there? Something right for you around the corner. And I think we're getting there now.
And so the families come in on the first day and they all sit at their individual family table. Creates that family boundary.
We want them to see this is our family, and they can experience it by the fact that only our family is at the table. So there are all these sort of visual, nonverbal lessons happening too about family boundaries and we are a family, and these are things that reduce the stress for the child.
All the instructions given to the parents instruct the family, and it's about privileging the position of the parents as head of the family. And the first thing that they do is decorate a family shield.
Would you like to come with me and choose?
So you can choose whatever you want.
So there are about 200 clear requests that the parent makes over the 8 weeks. So the parent gets lots of practice, and the child gets practice in being obedient to a clear request.
Go and get some stuff to decorate it. So if you want to ask them to go over to the table and get some stuff. Table. Emma, leave the shield on the table. And go and get some stuff off the table to decorate it. You stay there. You stay there.
See. Pass some scissors there, please, George. Pass me some scissors, please.
Very warm welcome to FAST. I know you're going to have a fab time. I'm looking forward to the food already. You've come here, which is brilliant. You've had a go. And if you love it, you can come back next week. And we'd love it that if all of you can carry on with it, that would be brilliant.
I think it's about sharing information more confidently and communicating with families in the school more effectively. So we're learning to communicate better with the families, and the families hopefully are learning to kind of trust us and share information with the school more effectively.
We were anxious. I think it was the fact that we weren't sure how our families would take to this, and ourselves, whether we'd enjoy doing it.
And after 3, we'd like you to say, hello, FAST team.
And it's, you know, hi. It's American, hi.
1, 2, 3.
Hello, Williams family. Hello, FAST family.
Hello, Jones family. I wanted to run back out of the room. Especially when we had to put the name in.
I know. Especially when we had to like go, hi, you know, well, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. You've just got to watch. No one's watching you because they'll be back to this school. Yeah, but hang on, Julie, don't get that.
Is that what you want, though, for this special session? Or do you want one of the police officers to come in? Or do you want one of the fire officers to come in?
To say, oh, I can't look after Molly, or I can't cope, you feel like you're judged.
Yeah. I knew exactly in that group who I could trust from that day onwards.
Every family has a problem, and everyone has difficulties being a parent.
Stop getting upset, sit up, I'm trying to have a conversation, I'm not shouting at you. She's just dead naughty, she's just got no respect for me at all.
I get called up to school now for like Jordan making noises in school. Since Jordan started in, I've been called in the office about 5 times.
If social isolation is a risk for parenting, which the research supports, what's needed is supportive programs that actually bring people in the community together to reduce the social isolation.
I hate you. Pack me bags because I'm going to live with me dad.
Yeah.
He told you he got himself dressed.
Got himself dressed. I said, "Tra, Mum," and walked up to school.
And got the baby out of the cot and everything.
Yeah. So one of the parent partners who works on the team actually facilitates that part of the programme. You don't have school professionals in that group because parents quite often won't talk openly about whatever they want to talk about if there's somebody from the school there.
And like, I think I wouldn't let mine do that now at that age. I remember us going into empty houses. No, I mean, I'm a single mum. I know I don't get praised at home. Do you know what I mean? It's just children, and that's sometimes what people are missing. They're missing that other person at home. When I get a knock, it makes me feel down. You know what I mean? And if you're a parent who's had a few knocks, then it's natural that you're going to doubt that you're good at your job. His big face, he had a big smile on his face. And he loved it, didn't he? And you enjoyed it as well, because you were dreading it, weren't you, when we said when it was coming up?
Jordan won't usually ever sit and do nothing with me. He always wants to play on the PlayStation or that, but when he's naughty, I tell him he can't play out and he can't play on the PlayStation or like SDS or whatever, and that hits him. Since I've been coming to Fast, I know like more mums, and we're usually just go and pick him up and come out, or like when I first had Tony, like they could come over with the baby and that, but now I do like know all the names and they all call me Joanne and stuff. So it is good like that I have come, because I didn't know anyone in the school.
I love buddy time, I do. I think that's the best bit about it, because everyone can pour out what they're feeling. I think last Wednesday was the breakthrough. I think everyone tries to be, oh, I'm this big perfect mum. I don't want no one to know that about me. But we're not. No one's perfect. No one.
And then it took me crying outside.
Yeah.
And then coming back in and still crying.
Are you okay? And then I went, I can't cope. I cannot cope with Molly May. I've got no control over it, blah, blah, blah. And then everyone went, and it just all come out then. And she was like, oh, thank God for that. No.
I've even started confiscating presents from Santa.
Yeah, I have.
Ain't phasing him.
Yeah, and
Ain't phasing him, it's so what?
Yeah, like Let's tell she wanted to kill me, stab me. She was going to kill the baby. I used to give her a tin and run upstairs and go, Mum, she's possessed. I was absolutely convinced that there was something wrong with her.
Actually, parents want to get to know the other parents of their children's comrades. And yet it's hard in most societies. People are so busy now or shy. And because it's 8 weeks, people actually make friendships. One of our biggest outcomes is that 86% of the parents who go make a new friend they still see 4 years later.
Chicken curry we're having, and a vegetable curry, isn't it?
Normally there's a different family or pair of families who cook every week with my help and guidance, because it can be quite daunting, I think, cooking for so many people. But we're here to help them with whatever level they're happy at. If you want to bring in some pizzas and a few tins of tuna and make your own pizzas, then we'll do that.
I really can't wait. I'm a bit disappointed actually, because this week whoever got picked is making a curry and rice, which I wanted to do chicken curry and rice, but it's tough, innit? It's just one of them. I know, but I might poison everyone.
Fewer and fewer families actually have the time or take the time to eat together as a group. And that has been studied in itself, that having a family meal at least once or twice a week helps your child academically to do better. During the family meal, where they all sit at the family tables and they're not allowed to visit each other at different tables, so the parent has to sort of corral the family to their table, they ask one of the children to go up and get a plate for them, for the parent.
Thank you very much. I can get what you want.
I like the way Molly May brings my dinner in and Anthony's dinner and Lily's dinner. I think that's brilliant, because it's a little bit of independence.
We're interested in parents having a chance to practice telling their children what to do and being successful.
Sausage pie, please, for the babies. Okay, thank you.